Good morning. Today is Thursday, January the 22nd, year of our Lord 2026. Welcome to the Daily Word. This morning I'm doing King David's military victories. I'm in the book of First Chronicles. Chronicles just goes on the history in Chronicles in order, chronological order of the events. And right now I'm doing chapter 18, all of chapter 18. A lot of reading, a lot of pronunciation with some words here of the people's names. Names are always a interesting pronunciation from the biblical days, and from the Israelites. So these are the names. So I'm going to read all of chapter 18 in Chronicles, verses 1 through 17. After this, David defeated and subdued the Philistines by conquering Gath and its surrounding towns. David also conquered the land of Moab and the Moabites, who were spared, became David's subjects and paid him tribute money. Now remember, the Moabites is where Ruth was a Moabite came from. So David had conquered them and he spared them. And it's interesting how David conquered them and spared them, and then Ruth ended up marrying Obed. And that continued the seed of David. So there's a little history that they mentioned the Moabites here. David also conquered the land of Moab, and the Moabites who were spared became David's subjects and paid him tribute money. David also destroyed the forces of Hadadezer, king of Zobah, as far as Hamath. When Hadadezer marched out to strengthen his control along the Euphrates River, David captured 1,000 chariots, 7,000 charioteers, and 20,000 foot soldiers. He crippled all the chariot horses except enough for 100 chariots. When the Armenians from Damascus arrived to help King Hadadezer, David killed 22,000 of them. Then he placed several army garrisons in Damascus, the Armenian capital, and the Armenians became David's subjects and paid him tribute money. So the Lord made David victorious wherever he went. David brought the gold shields of Hadadezer's officers to Jerusalem, along with a large amount of bronze from Hadadezer's towns of Teba and Kun. Later, Solomon melted the bronze and molded it into a great bronze basin called the sea, the pillars, the various bronze articles used at the temple. When King Toi of Hamath heard that David had destroyed the entire army of King Hadadezer of Zobah, he sent his son Joram to congratulate King David for a successful campaign. Hadadezer and Toi had been enemies and were often at war. Joram presented David with many gifts of gold, silver, and bronze. King David dedicated all these gifts to the Lord, along with the silver and the gold he had taken from the other nations, from Edom, Moab, Ammon, Philistia, and Amalek. Abishai, son of Zeruiah, destroyed 18,000 Edomites in the valley of Salt. He placed army garrisons in Edom, and all the Edomites became David's subjects. In fact, the Lord made David victorious wherever he went. So David reigned over all of Israel and did what was just and right for all of his people. Joab, son of Zeruiah, was commander of the army. Jehoshaphat, son of Ahilud, was the royal historian. Zadok, son of Ahitub, and Abimelech, son of Abiathar, was the priest. Seraiah was the court secretary. Benaniah, son of Jehoiada, was captain of the king's bodyguard. And David's son served as the king's chief assistant. Wow, I got through that. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. God willing, we'll see you again on Friday.